man on a dog leash, man. Pardon me, Tim. Pardon me. I gotta go get this business. Oh, they got the man on a dog leash, y'all. The man on a dog leash. Look at this. It was going on in G2.
This is a viral video of Gangster Disciples in a Georgia correctional facility torturing 17-year-old Cortez Berry a day before his birthday.
Look at that boy. The man on a dog leash. The man on a dog leash, y'all. The man on a dog leash.
Before sending out a cell phone photo that went viral on social media in March 2015, cellmates of Cortez Berry, who was serving time in a Forsyth, Georgia prison, called the man's girlfriend and threatened to harm him if she didn't immediately send money to his captors, according to the girlfriend's mother. Connie Kennedy said her daughter received a phone call from an untraceable number around 8 p.m., Friday, March 27, 2015, in which a man demanded $150 for the safety of Cortez Berry, an inmate at the Burris Correctional Training Center. Minutes later, the man called back and demanded $300, but hung up before Kennedy could get the phone from her daughter to ask questions. Shortly after the calls, Kennedy's daughter found this cell phone photo on Facebook of Berry beaten and being held captive in a cell, captioned, "When you disrespect a nation, it brings nothing but pain and suffering. We didn't get tired. GD, folks." In the photo, Berry, who turned 18 the following day, March 28, 2015, is shirtless and kneeling on the ground, with his left eye swollen shut, and two men standing behind him. A rope is tied around his neck like a leash, and one of the men has the end of the rope looped tightly around his hand. This is what modern-day slavery looks like in the prison industrial complex. Gang members are nothing more than modern-day overseers, brutalizing and dehumanizing their own kind, but I digress. Cortez Berry's mother was contacted about the situation, and she tried desperately to reach authorities at Burris Correctional Facility for answers. When she was unable to get answers over the telephone, she asked his aunt, who lived closer to Forsyth, to drive to the facility, but she was initially denied access to see her nephew. The following day, Saturday, March 28, 2015, Cortez Berry told his aunt that on Friday afternoon, the day before he turned 18, a group of men tried to get him to join the Gangster Disciples, also known as the GD Nation. They said, "Bro, you might as well go ahead and join the GD, because you're about to turn 18, Berry said, according to his aunt. At 18, he would be moved from the juvenile to the adult areas of the facility. When he refused to join the gang, he was viciously attacked. So, how did Cortez find himself in this horrible situation? The answer: by acting like a goofy. Cortez Berry was 14 years old when he was arrested in connection with an October 28, 2011, armed robbery, in which two victims said 4 males approached them with firearms and demanded money. The suspects struck one person in the back of the head, stole the keys to a Ford F-150, and fled in the stolen pickup. Berry was charged with aggravated assault, theft of a motor vehicle and robbery, but was sentenced to probation in juvenile court. Berry's probation was revoked in November 2013, at age 16, for violating the terms of it, when he was arrested on burglary charges, and he was ordered to serve the remainder of his 8-year sentence in confinement. He was first sent to Augusta Youth Development Campus, and was later transferred to the medium security Burris Correctional Facility when he turned 17. Now, I'm going to let infamous booty warrior Fleece Johnson describe his experience in prison when he first got locked up at a young age, surrounded by a bunch of grown men, as another cautionary tale against living a life of crime, before continuing with the story of Cortez Berry and how the GDs turned him into a killer.
16-year-old kid in prison with grown big
freaky grown men. Let's keep it straight. Some freak niggas, right? Freak niggas. Niggas ain't had none and no telling how long. They want it fresh. They want it young, right? And I'm in the shower. I picked up on it, and he was over rubbing his soap all over his chest, just staring at me like that. So I'm like, "Fuck's wrong with this nigga?" Right? So I look this way, so every time I turn around, this nigga was looking at me like this. And I seen all them muscles and shit, right? Then I said, hold on, is this nigga hard? You know, his shit is out, right? Bro, nigga said, I look over, he be rubbing his chest, staring at me and shit, right? So I get out of the shower, seriously. I get out of the shower, and like I said, I was skinny. I was skinny as fuck then, a little skinny on, fat little ass on me, you know? So this nigga get out, and he walked past me, and I'm thinking, he bumped into me. And I felt his shit hit me on the side of the hip. He said, oh, excuse me. So look, man, that nigga shit, his dick, it touched me.
If you've enjoyed our show so far, and want more videos from The Real CNN, featuring Booty Warrior, Fleece Johnson, put some pressure on that like button, subscribe, and share this video. Cortez Berry was finally released from prison on May 15, 2020, at the age of 23. The Gangster Disciples contributed to whatever psychological problems Cortez already had, and 6 months after his release, he was charged with a double homicide. Is it surprising? No. Cortez was embarrassed in a video that went viral. Everybody who saw it laughed at him like he was a little bitch, and he wanted to prove to the world that he was a gangster. In May 2024, 2 men were convicted, and another expected to plead guilty to a double murder at a Georgia barbershop in 2020. Kazari Middleton, 21, of Augusta, Georgia, and Cortez Berry, 27, of Augusta, were found guilty on all counts, including malice and felony murder, according to a news release from the Augusta District Attorney's Office. A third suspect, charged in connection to the killings, Marquise Harris, who was 18 at the time of the crime, of Augusta, was the getaway driver, snitched on his homies, and was set to plead guilty, according to the release in May 2024. Cortez Berry, who got out of prison in 2020, at the age of 23, and started hanging with niggas, who were a lot younger than him for some strange reason, both 18, at the time that they killed 48-year-old barber, Miguel Freeman, and his 34-year-old customer, Wyman Scott, in a robbery that went horribly wrong. The GDs really turned Corey Berry out into a killer, and now he will spend the rest of his life in prison with Booty Warriors.
Now, you got people in the toughest that I done seen, man. I done talked to everybody, you know. I done talked to all the serial killers, the murderers, the gangsters, the gang, especially them gangs. I done talked to, they keep each other strong if they click up, right? Yeah. And you can't get to them because they clicked up in the gang.
Yeah.
You get them by themselves, man. Boy, they got some asses in there though. I seen some ass in there that will make your feet turn up. Just 12 your toes, bro.